then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to boogie. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie.
Yo, welcome back, man. To Offstage. I'm your man, M Dubs.
And I'm your boy, Reese.
This is what, episode?
We on 1,000.
1,000. We back, having a blast.
As usual.
What's been going on, man?
Man, I've been feeling good since surgery. I'm moving better.
Man, you keep talking about this damn surgery. That was 5 months ago, boy. What?
They saying, it take about 6 months for me to heal.
Two new kneecaps, and goddamn it, you got 2 more to go.
I got 2 more surgeries to go.
You been milking this shit. Send y'all, he gonna put his cash app up.
Right here.
This nigga been milking these fucking legs, man. Hurry up, get this shit done, man. You both got that shit done when you was a baby.
Yeah, but
why you wait so late?
You asked, I was a baby.
No, but you supposed to got it done when you was a baby.
Talk to Margaret Johnson, my mother.
How did she feel about you doing? Because in our family,
they against
you don't touch your legs. Even though
Right.
you born with rickets, you leave your shit bow.
Yeah.
You the first nigga.
So I'm outcast right now.
Yeah, they ain't.
When I walk in the house, my mama be like, "This
she
nigga,
turn her back on your
this
ass.
nigga,
This goofy,
halfway straight legged,
goofy nigga." We don't.
fucking up the tradition."
Yeah, grandma rolling over like, boy, she gave you them.
Oh my God,
Grandma.
but everything I got, well, damn, everything I got is because I only think my wife married me because I'm bowling.
When you lose them legs, shit just gonna fall apart, boy.
Yeah, because I ain't doing this show no more.
Hey, your legs been your power.
We gonna be into it like Jim and Cameron. I'm turning my back on everybody when I get straight legged.
That's bogus how they doing Jim.
Man, it's too bogus.
Not really though.
Not how? Why not?
I never liked Jim Jones.
Man, I fuck with Jim.
I ain't never liked Jim.
Capo.
You know I ain't even fuck with Cam.
Right.
My nigga was Mace.
Right.
I like Mason Bethel.
Yeah.
He's always been my guy. So I don't care about none of them niggas. But have you been peeping that residual challenge that people been doing?
Yeah.
Who's
I
your
think
favorite?
Tank won.
Tank?
I think Tank won.
Have you seen Mario?
I seen Mario.
I think have you seen Sean Stockman from Boys to Men?
I seen him too, and he surprised a lot of people because he's not usually the one that
but he can blow
does
though.
the singing. Yeah,
he can sing though. It's been a lot of good ones.
Oh girl, what's her name? Tasha. That shit was whack.
Why? She snapped.
See, you don't watch the show.
Nah, I don't watch the show.
Yeah. See, she thought she was better than everybody in the group. She
was.
But she signed a gospel deal and didn't tell them. Right now, Candy and Tiny they the ones people coming to see because they more famous.
Okay.
She did a side deal, left the group really, and now she won't back in.
What's the problem?
She got into it with her sister because the family treat her better. It's all on the show. The family treat her better than the little sister. They give her money. They take out loans for her. The little sister like, y'all always leaving me in the clip.
Every family though?
It is. But now she wants back in, and Tiny and them like, no, we doing good without you.
When you grow up with a lot of siblings, and this is what my wife don't understand. Like, it's 9 of us, right? It's some kids my mama got she don't fuck with. That's just the truth.
Who, nigga?
They know who they is. They know.
They baby fuck with everybody.
You know when your mama don't fuck with you, boy.
Oh, she'll fuck with him, I don't think.
She don't fuck with me at all.
Ron G can get anything.
Ron G could get a 2025 Escalade.
Cosign, and she gonna pay the note.
Ron, Booby, Gina. Yeah, your parents be having favors. They try to say they don't.
Wait, am I my mama?
Boy, no, you not, nigga. Don't, no. This nigga want to think about it. Nigga, you know you not.
I'm looking like
Tyrone.
Oh, shit.
This motherfucker want to act like he don't know that his mama don't fuck with him.
Shout out to my brother, man.
Do we gotta show the picture of T?
Oh,
with the fucking Aurora at 16? You didn't have no fucking Aurora at 16, nigga.
Oh, that nigga prom was raw as hell.
Had a baby blue Aurora at 16.
He did.
That we don't know who bought that motherfucker.
Who bought it?
Your mama didn't buy it, your daddy didn't buy it.
I had to buy my own car.
Okay.
I had an 89 Plymouth Sunday.
So that's the Tamika.
I sold drugs to get it.
That's the Tamika, and that's that deal. It's you people don't find out till you get older. Be like, oh, my mama, okay.
My mom, but I can call my mama again.
No, it's not that. We know that your mama love you. My mama love me and all that. But G, trust me when I tell you,
I'm finna cry in the car.
You in the room and it's on fire, and you and T in there. She not finna save you, boy.
Oh my God, this nigga.
She not.
He ugly.
She gonna put T on her back. Leave
on the
Reese
wheelchair
and real ass in there.
Damn.
I'm the baby boy of 9. But it also your parents be knowing which kids need what.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So my mama know what I need and she know what the other kid. You gotta help Buddy.
Right. I'm Gucci.
That nigga used to eat glue. Yeah, you gotta help Ronnie George. That nigga used to lick windows.
Shout out to Ronnie George.
Shout out to Elmer's Glue.
Sponsor us or something.
So that's all that is. But it ain't personal. I don't take it personal.
Yeah. But we come from a big family.
Yeah, when you
300 cousins.
Yeah, you only know that when you're a big family.
Yeah.
Like, but when you single kid, like my wife, she's the only kid. She don't know that when you got brothers and sisters, you fight every day.
Right.
You argue, you cuss each other. Like, they don't know you can fight and argue and your brother and sister be bitch hoe, all that shit, but you cool.
You still, yeah.
That's your brother.
I'm still gonna wear your outfit tomorrow.
Still wear your clothes, still do all that. Nigga, eat your nuggets. Like, this how I knew Ronnie George want shit. Cause when you got brothers and sisters, again, you gotta lick your nuggets. You gotta lick your food.
You gotta lick your nuggets.
This nigga ate one of my wet nuggets. I said, boy, you going to jail, G. You getting locked up. I told my mama, this nigga ate a pre-lick nugget. You don't give a fuck about nothing, boy. You
don't care about life.
You ate a wet nugget. You a gangster disciple on steroids.
Nah, he ain't one of us. He ain't one of us.
So when she called one day like, your brother, I said, I told you that nigga was gonna go to jail. He ate a nugget that was wet.
Licked.
No ketchup. No barbecue sauce.
That was his sauce.
That's a brother for you. You be like, man, I licked my nugget. That nigga said, so? You going to jail, boy. You put food in the microwave, you be like, hey, G, don't eat that. I licked it. So? And your shit gone. Your Big Mac, you done licked both patties, everything. They eat your shit.
He the only nigga that go to McDonald's and order a double cheeseburger
and you
with Mac sauce and Big Mac bread.
When we talked about this last week, you cannot bring food home when you got a siblings and think it's finna be there. That shit getting ate. It's 9 of us. You got a fish fillet and you think it's finna be there later? No, nigga, that shit getting ate that night. Only thing we didn't touch was my mama Pepsi's and her shit.
Right. Because that shit was in her room.
You can't eat her peppermint patties and that bullshit. She bought bullshit. Mothballs and old people had old snacks, Werther's Originals, shit under her bed, bullshit.
Oh my God.
All right, man. Look, we finna get right into it. We got a fucking special motherfucking guest in the building that I'm extremely happy. This is one of the motherfucking OGs in the game. Today we got he got so many names. Destin Legend, OG. Man, give it up for Leon Rogers in the building, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Man, G, I'm so happy you came, bro.
I've been waiting to get out. I'm seeing everybody. I thought y'all ain't fuck with me. I was like, man, hold on. I done seen everybody on here, you know. But I'm glad. I'm always happy to support brothers that I genuinely rock with, that I know that's just out here trying to advance the game of Chicago comedy. And it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure.
I appreciate it, dog. And you always been the nigga that did shit like this, that be the motherfucker that, man, I'll do it. Right. You know, because in comedy and shit like this, motherfuckers try to be acting a certain way and try to act like, you know.
And I hate that.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing ever. We all started somewhere.
Yeah.
And my thing is this, you know, it's just like what I said about being on the radio. You know, I tell my guys, you know, I tell people, you got a message or something you want to get out, use me while I'm here, because the next guy might not do that. So my platform is your platform, as long as it makes sense.
Right.
I ain't risking my job for nobody.
Right.
But as long as it makes sense and we can make sense, man, come on, talk about your show. Come on, talk about what you're doing, because for me in this community, I'm ultra competitive, but there are no threats.
Right.
Can you kind of understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could put the ball in your chest and say, let's play one-on-one, and I'm not threatened by you, because M-Dubs is not going to do something the way I do it. It's just like when I DJ. Bulu Master and guys like Sean Mack, they're not worried about me. They welcome me into the space. You know, Boy Genius, Jay Ella, Charles Protege, they welcome me into the space because they're like, yo, this dude is pushing the culture forward. Right. I'm not worried about him taking my spot though, because I'm good at what I do, and I have a following.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's major, man. And you do, you do let mom like you the first nigga that brought me on GCI, brought a lot of guys and gave people that chance to come up there
until it went bad.
Who that's why we have this show for shit like that.
Shout out to your brother Ronnie George, man. This is the funniest.
What happened?
The funniest 4 hours on radio ever. So what people don't understand, the reason why you don't see me out late at night all the time like this, you know, the latest you'll see me out is probably on a Wednesday night after doing bartend doors. It's because I have to be up by 4-something in the morning to get at work by 5. We have to be at work. We're supposed to be at work an hour before I should start, but I might get in there. You know, I got the little Tom Brady status. I can roll in 5:30 or whatever. Pre-show, morning show meeting, what we're going to talk about and do the show. So when I'm off, at a time, I was letting comics come on and take my place. So I might say, hey, Dubs, you got this day. And so your brother shot Ronnie George. And this is all on record. You could call Kendra and Kyle. I guess Ronnie had a rough night the night before. And at one part, they was like, yeah, so so-and-so and so-and-so said this. Ronnie, what do you think about that?
That nigga was asleep.
Oh,
fell asleep on the air.
God.
So it got so funny. Just every time they come back, they just throw it to Ronnie.
Oh my God.
So I get a phone call.
You bullshitting, dog.
Oh, that's true. God, I put a phone call. That's loud because that's why when you was telling the story about eating glue and licking chicken nuggets, I'm like, it makes sense now. So I get a phone call. Shout out to Johnny D, my old program director. He said, hey, Leon. He said, you know, I love your selection of the people that you have bringing up here.
But
and I say, your man that you had on, he was funny till he wasn't awake. And I said, what are you talking? What are you talking about? Ain't nobody finna come. And so I called Kyle. Kyle cracking up laughing. He said, yo, man, Ronnie was knocked out for 2 breaks.
God.
And then that kind of shut down me having the free reign and just bring whoever I wanted to. But it was funny to me. But like I said, I ain't fight for it because, like I said, I ain't finna lose my job.
Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, I just felt like it was a good run before that happened. There was a whole lot of people got to be on the radio that probably wouldn't have been on there.
Damn, Ronnie.
Damn.
Fuck
Yeah,
it
so
up.
Donald Trump said that. Ronnie, what you think about that? I'm talking about, and they was just being quiet, and it just became a running joke for the whole show. And then like a commercial breaker come on, he'd be like, man, I don't know how y'all do this. Like, why?
Because you start at what time in the morning?
We start, our first break is at 6:05, and our last break is at 9:52. So 6 to 10. And all
Ron G don't get up till about 12.
Well, I mean,
2
but
3 o'clock.
I got it because I lived the comic lifestyle before I had to alter and change it up when I started working. Yeah, I wasn't waking up till 1 o'clock in the afternoon and then was outside till 2 or 3 in the morning because I ain't had nowhere to be. But once, the radio started, and I tried to maintain that same little pace, but after 2 years, I'm going to be dead in 3 years. I keep doing this, man. I got to go to bed.
So how long it's been since you've been in radio, dog?
Ooh, I started radio in 2001 at Power 92. It's been 23 years.
Damn.
It's been 23 years. And
Big up for that, man.
Yeah.
23 years.
I did, I was at Power 92 I take that back, 2002 to 2006.
Okay.
And then I've been at GCI since 2006, man.
Which one you like better?
GCI.
Of course.
There ain't no
Really?
disrespect.
Of course.
Power 92 gave me my start. Shout out to Courtney Hicks, who I will forever be indebted to for being the first person to give me a chance on the radio. She called me in to sit in with her. Shout out to Jay Allen, who gave me my first job. My family over there at Power 92, I'll never forget them. DJ Ferris, Tone Capone, Shaq. Tone Capone, who's over there with me now. You know, hell, even Kendra G worked over there at the time. You know, and so, but
GCI?
GCI is at Division I NIL.
Yeah.
So how different, for those who don't know, how different what is the major difference between a GCI and a Power 92?
Crawford Broadcasting is like a, for lack of a better word, I don't want to say moms and pops, but it's not as corporate. It's more like a family-run thing.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly. And she called it. iHeartMedia is a conglomerate. It's a brand. It is across. It stretches over into other countries. With Crawford Broadcasting, excuse me, it's small, and that's not a knock against it.
It's just what
it's
it
just,
is.
and they have a place. Like they make money.
Yeah.
Like they don't lose money. But iHeartMedia, it's a whole nother ball game.
So,
things that you could do at Power 92 and get away with, I can't do on WGCI because everything has a price.
Yeah.
So Power 92 is like Vintners, and then GCI is like Doritos.
Power 92
It's like McDowell's.
It's Chicago State.
It's
Chicago State.
Okay.
You get a degree there. But iHeartMedia is Northwest.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You a vibe.
No, Northwest. Northwest costs a little bit more than you.
Really?
What? Yes, sir.
Hey.
That's where you go to law school at.
Hey,
But I'm just saying, like, you know,
yeah.
it's not, but it's still radio. At the end of the day, you still have to compete. You still have to do your job. But one is, like I say, that NIL money. You know, you got a son, and I love Prime. Colorado walk in, but then my man from the University at Ohio State walk in.
Right.
They just won a national championship.
Right.
Still Division I football, one a little bit different from them.
Yeah. Did you ever want to? I went to. It used to be the media school.
I did. I went to Illinois Media School.
What about? Did you ever think about teaching there?
No, because I'm not patient, you have to be able to see that. So teachers are, for me, teachers are next to nurses, are one of the most underappreciated jobs in the world. It's a thankless job. That's why it's so amazing when you have children or people like ourselves, adults. We all have a teacher that we connected with that really meant a lot for us. And that's saying a lot when a teacher does that. For me, it's Miss Jefferson. Fourth grade, St. Margaret of Scotland School, when everybody was Leon a troublemaker, he got ADD, he talked too much in class. Miss Jefferson's like, no, you don't. You're going to be great. You're not meant to do a regular job. She told me this in fourth grade.
Wow. And
to this day, at 80-something plus years old, after having brain surgery to remove cancer from her brain, she comes to all my shows. When I'm at Riddles, her and her husband. So for me, you know, that's a thing. And I have several teachers like that I can remember. Miss Jefferson, my kindergarten teacher, Miss Inez Thornton, who was like a second mother to me. White lady, Lollipop Kindergarten School, right off 95th. That's why I went. Lollipop was called Lollipop. They had Lollipop 1, Lollipop 2. She also was the same thing. She said, "Baby, you're gonna be special," because I had a mouth, and like people used to think I had ADD or whatever because I talked and liked to be around people and laughing and funny, and I was playing. But she was like, "No, I just see something special in you. You're gonna do something dealing with microphones and standing in front of people."
Did you always want to be in radio?
No. If I tell you what I wanted to do for a living, y'all are laughing
Tell
about
us.
this studio. What? So, my father was a huge, rest in peace, my old man. My father was a huge racetrack goer. He loved betting the horses. I wanted to be Phil Georgieff. If you don't know who Phil Georgieff is, Phil Georgieff is the brother. You ever see those horse races where they be in the harnesses and the buggies? There's a car with a gate, and the gate folds up and the horses race. The man that's in that car calling the race, that's Phil Georgieff. Wow. I wanted to be him. Okay. So I wanted to be the dude with like, the flag is up, and they're off. Mile High coming on the outside, I wanted to be that guy. And then I wanted to have a little catchphrase from one of, like, here's Phil George. You know, the one guy for the Kentucky Derby says, and down the stretch they come.
Yeah.
Phil George Jeffs, though, he invented that. His was, here they come spinning out of the turn. Cold. It just be cold like a rapper. So I wanted to have my little, and mama's ringing the dinner bell or some shit like that.
Nigga, how did you start watching that?
I used to go to the racetrack with my dad.
Wow.
So my dad was the type, and this is why I was so blessed to have a father. A lot of us don't have fathers in our lives, and when I tell people, that's why when I see young men out here going astray, I try to be a big brother to them because I know how important that was. My father used to just grab me and take me to the racetrack with him, whether I wanted to go or not. 5, 6 years old, my mother didn't go. It was me and him. Show me the horses, whatever. But it was that bonding. It was that being with my dad. It was that seeing him interact with other people, which kind of gave me some of my principles that I have as a man, as far as talking to people and being, you know what I'm saying, being able to move around in any room. Yeah, should I have been at the fucking racetrack with my dad? Probably not. Because people are smoking squares, standing on the rails.
Gambling.
Old ladies offering you candy. Got him a dick rub a couple of times out there at 9. By some, you know, one of the old ladies that used to be out there, you know. Shout out to Racetrack Rosie. Now,
where was that at?
Legends, Sportsman's.
Sportsman's?
We used to go to Sportsman's. We used to go to Maywood. His favorite, though, was Belmore and Arlington. Those were the two favorites. We used to drive all the way out to Arlington because he loved the thoroughbreds. But Racetrack Rosie is a legend in Chicago, man. Black lady, fine, voluptuous, but she was a lady of the evening for the jockeys.
Right.
But she loved all the kids. She used to give us candy. Racetrack Rosie was the shit, man.
What happened to, like, the racetrack? We don't got that shit no more, right?
Well, off-track betting changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why go ride all the way out to the racetrack where I can go sit, have a drink at the bar, watch the races on TV from all across the country.
Okay.
So, you know, technology kind of fucked actually going. The ones that people actually still go to are the Belmont, the Preakness, and the Kentucky Derby because those are like big races. It's like a scene. But as far as just Maywood and Sportsman's, like the thrill is gone because you got off-track betting now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't got no horse, bro. Do you want
That's
one?
a lot of work, man. You know, shout out to Adele Givens, and she explained
got a
that
horse?
to me. They breed horses.
Really?
Wow.
So it's a lot of work to go into that shit, and I don't have the time. I mean, you can hire people to do it,
Right.
But for me, anything I do, I kind of want to be hands-on in it so I can learn how to do it. So I would love to be able. Who knows? You know, maybe I sit down. Now I got time to go. Then where the fuck I'm gonna keep it? Like, the fuck you can't have a horse on 79
and
yeah, I like dreadhead cowboy, house living in the jets. Who the fuck is gonna do that? I like dreadhead. Where you keep your horses at, man? In a heated garage? No, dog. That ain't where horses supposed to be. So you know, yeah, man. But I wanted to be Phil George Jeff, horse race announcer. I wanted to be famous doing that shit. I wanted to be the golden voice of horse racing.
You still was behind a mic though.
That was the job,
Yeah.
but I mean, you know, it wasn't being funny. It was gonna be some serious shit. Like I wanted to call Triple Crown winners and everything. My father thought I was nuts.
What do you say to somebody that want to get started in radio?
I just tell people, don't think radio is two things. Don't think radio is as easy as you make. It's just like, and you can relate to this, Dubs, comedy. A lot of people will sit and watch you do comedy and be like, oh, I can do that. No, you can't.
Right.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work that is winning, a lot of mastering, honing the craft. I know a gang of funny people. Don't get me wrong. I got some brothers, barbershop I go to, little homie that I work with in my building. Funny. But the mastery of the art form of being a comedian is being able to be funny in any room and relatable in any room. That's where the art form of comedy come in. So I tell people that want to do radio, yeah, you hear us on there.
Right.
That shit ain't easy.
Right.
You got to be mindful of the times, when to come in, when to come out. If we come out at a certain time and our commercial blocks run late, we owe people money.
Wow.
We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, you know, I tell people all the time, you have to be mindful what you're saying. You know, and we had this conversation off mic. You weren't privy to it, but I was saying, you guys are in the blog space now. Only thing I hate about podcasters and bloggers are the ones that don't take accountability for the stuff that they put out.
Right.
And what did I tell you? I said, be mindful. This thing right here, Your show is living proof of it because I watch it. I'm
Yo.
a fan. And I done seen guests. I said, yeah, no media training.
What's
But
crazy?
You can, there's ways you can answer questions to not be salacious or inflammatory. And then there's ways you can answer questions that cause you all other problems. There's things that you can say, and a simple word like allegedly,
Right.
or I've heard,
Right.
changes the whole
Change
sentence.
everything.
A lot of people don't know that. They be like, yeah, so-and-so and so-and-so did this. Then when that shit ain't true, when it ain't true, as a blogger,
You responsible.
but that's just it. You should be responsible, but in this world, bloggers get a pass. I say that
You're
shit
more
on
responsible,
air.
yeah.
I gotta come back, read a statement, because we done had sponsors and everything that pulled money because somebody's trying to sue us for something I said.
Damn.
I think bloggers should be learning that based off what happened with Tasha K and Cardi B.
Okay.
She said that woman gave her well, allegedly, she
Allegedly.
said
Yep.
that woman gave her husband herpes. And Cardi B said, oh, yeah? Okay, let me go get my doctor reports, prove that I don't have herpes. Now I'm going to sue your ass for $2 or $3 million, whatever it was. But Tasha K is on the hook for that.
Damn.
Wow.
But see, like, if that started happening to more people that just spew out content to be the first to put shit out. It's just like when people die. Like, people don't even be dead, and they be killing them off. I'm like, God damn, did y'all do the research
Right.
yet?
Nah.
Y'all just
Right.
killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, and that's so annoying to me. But we can't do that. I can't just come on the air and be like, oh, shit, 50 Cent dead.
Yeah.
And I ain't checked no sources.
Yeah.
And when I mean sources,
Real, yeah.
sources, Reuters, CSNBC, NBC, Fox.
Not shade room.
Yeah, and no disrespect, some of those blogs like that are starting to catch up.
Yeah.
Right.
Jason
Jason Lee,
Hollywood Unlocked,
TMZ.
TMZ, they're starting to catch up because they get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
But I'm talking about Pete's Hip Hop Forum.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Like that dude is smoking a joint and just heard somebody told him and saying that shit on the air.
Yeah, just
and
like-
he doesn't have enough subscribers to be held accountable.
Yeah.
But if you guys going where I think you're going, in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you got to start training yourself for that shit now,
Stick that.
bro.
He just spoke a word. Alignment.
Alignment.
Yeah, you got to start training yourself for that shit now.
Yeah.
You know,
'Cause-
it's different if you got an opinion on something. If we talking sports and you got an opinion,
Right.
that's fine.
Right.
But when you saying something that's
Facts. Yeah.
that's when you get on the man. Leave that shit alone.
Yeah.
See, and I didn't even think about that shit
Nah.
until he told
Yeah,
me.
because you.
Because I'm like, nigga,
Woo.
we just chopping it up.
Barbershop.
Barbershop.
But where the most lies and bullshit come
In
from?
the barbershop. Just like somebody texted me yesterday talking about Larry Hoover got pardoned.
Yeah,
See
I'm
what
like,
saying?
when you
Just-
sent
now
that
you
to
go
me,
out and say
Nah,
that
I
shit.
did.
he sent
But
that
I
to
ain't
me. I'm
said-
like,
I sent
You
it to
ain't
other
that-
niggas.
Don't you think that if I just tell Cass, don't you think if that happened, as much malign as that man has been and been
Exactly.
in jail, it would not be on every
Yeah.
newsworthy,
Yeah.
no matter how local we think
Right.
it is. In the news today,
Yep.
leader of the Gangster Disciple Nation, Larry Hoover, was pardoned by President Donald.
that's, yeah.
And even right there, when I just said that was a
That
joke,
was a-
y'all.
yeah,
I'm not
it's a
being
joke.
serious
Right,
because
right.
motherfuckers will come in on it just like radio. They come in on the tail end and
Yep.
shit. I almost damn near like got into it and lost my life over the goofy of the day thing that I do
Ooh.
because people don't listen.
Whoa.
Are you serious?
I did a goofy of the day, rest in peace to FBG Duck when he got killed, right? I did a goofy of the day, but the goofy of the day was about the dudes that shot him. Like,
Okay.
y'all taking another Chicago legend off the map.
Right.
Somebody that brings light to the city. Regardless of what he into or
Right.
whatever, he was about to blow.
Yeah.
Right.
He was about to go crazy. The guy that was working with us at time that was doing the digital graphics and stuff, he did the goofy of the day banner, but he put FBG Duck picture there.
Picture. Ooh.
So all people saw,
Was
FBG Dub.
goofy the other day. Yeah.
nobody
listened.
listened to what I
Yeah.
was saying. Man, when I tell you, dog, I literally had to go to management because people was in my box and Instagram.
Wow.
I'ma slide on your crib. I'ma shoot. I see where you be at in the morning getting gas. And now I'm like, okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. They pulled it down, and the kid that did it, he wasn't thinking.
Right.
Once again, he wasn't thinking. Like if anything, he shouldn't have put up Goofy of the Day. If he could have put FBG Duck's pitch up, it would have forced them to listen to what I was saying. I was upset that here it is, a dude that was getting off the street stuff and starting to focus on the music because he was about to be out of here.
Right.
He gone.
Yeah.
But nah, man, that shit I literally had to, at Peace in the Streets, I think I had a conversation with his sister. And it got...
I was going to ask you, did you talk to his mama Duck?
I talked to his sister. I never got a chance to talk to his mama, but I talked to his sister, and she heard it, and she's like, oh, and I was like, dude, and then I said, listen, how crazy do you think I am?
Right. You know how this shit
To know who this dude is and to know how it go out here, I could see if I didn't live here, and I'd be, but you understand the lay of the land, I'm not going to do nothing. I ain't that crazy. It's just like Young M.A. when she made the reference of smoking on Tuka.
Yeah.
But she thought Tuka was a
Was
brand
a real,
of weed.
yeah. Mm-mm.
And when them little shorties hopped on that industry, man, when you come here, you gonna die.
Wow.
She like, for what?
Right. You can't say that.
Yeah.
You can't
For
say
what?
that.
But you know what I'm saying? These shorties will crash out, so you have to be mindful of what you say when you're on there. And yeah, I'm not talking about if I say something that I feel like I got a valid opinion on.
Okay.
I'm going to stand on it.
Right.
I'm not. If you don't like it, that's fine. If I say, listen, man, if I say, just for shits and giggles, LeBron James better than Michael Jordan, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Stat-wise, he going to outdo Michael Jordan and everything. There's some niggas that are willing to crash out over that.
Oh, yeah.
But you crazy. Now, if you want to crash out over some shit like that, well, let's talk about it.
You was standing 10 toes down on the Kendrick halftime.
Yeah. The show.
Yeah.
Here's what I said. And man, we actually had interaction on your page. I'm not mad that you don't get it.
Right.
That doesn't bother me. Okay. Right? But you don't be mad because a man chose to do what he wanted to do with his time.
Yeah.
We both do comedy.
Okay.
If you go out on stage and you give a 30-minute dissertation about how black men need to step up in the black community, but you funny while doing it, but somebody in that audience say, I didn't like that. That ain't the M-dubs I want to hear.
Right.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. But you gonna be like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I had 1 million people watching me, and that's the message I wanted to get out. So like I said, did I think Kendrick could have did more slaps that everybody know? Yes, but that wasn't the mission.
Right.
And then people like, well, I ain't trying to learn nothing. I said, and that's our problem. That's our problem. The man it is the most watched event during the year other than the World Cup. So if there's any time to get a message out and troll America, now is the time.
I think looking back, like now after the effect of seeing kids in Africa and seeing all this shit,
man,
I said them niggas made the right choice.
Yeah, I told you he's not.
Kendrick, and Kendrick made the right choice with what he did because it's been, how long the Super Bowl been? 3-4 weeks ago?
They still talking about it.
They still talking about it.
Because Dubs, but here's the two things. This what pissed me off because people didn't have a valid reason for that.
They did.
Right. I just didn't like his pants. That's all. That was it.
And wait a minute, I want to say this. Shout out to my man Deion Cole. You know what I'm saying? The people that did like Kendrick's pants and Selena on. I remember they gave Deion shit about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He was at the NAACP Awards with the purple tux with the same type of pants. They gave Deion shit. So that's why when Deion did his post on Instagram after they showed Kendrick walking around, people were like, "Oh, them Celine jeans was hard." Deion just looked in the camera like,
I ain't see that.
Really?
Right.
And I laughed. I said, I know why he doing that because they gave him shit about his style. But back to the Kendrick thing. I think a lot of people, I had a problem with people because they couldn't give a valid reason why you didn't like it. Don't front and say you didn't know the songs, because you do. You do. You know Loyalty and Royalty inside my DNA. You know the shit. What they was mad, it was two types of people. People that was mad that he was into it with Drake and he gave Drake the business.
Right. Yeah.
And then people who wanted Wayne to do it and Wayne didn't get the call. And so they was just going, no matter what the nigga did, he could have set himself on fire and backflip through hoops. It wasn't going to be good enough. And that's fine. But I say this. The Super Bowl's been held in New Orleans 11 times.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since its inception. Wayne could have been there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why was
Matter of
this
fact,
year?
what was the year, what's the album with him and Jay-Z? Hey, Mr. Carter. That's the three, right?
Yeah.
What's that, 2006?
Yeah.
That was the year he was the hottest.
Yep.
Didn't get invited to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Do you feel he would have had a good performance though?
I think he would have had I think Wayne is an excellent rapper. I don't know if Wayne's for the Super Bowl stage.
right.
I'm just saying, what songs he gonna do? That's appropriate.
Right.
Lick Me Like a Lollipop's about sucking dick. We can't do that on Super Bowl
No.
Sunday.
No.
I wasn't arguing for one. I mean,
Now, if he do his other songs with, the different rock bands and stuff, that's more money. You got to bring them in. Kendra had him and SZA. That's a tour that's going out.
Yeah.
They finna do stadiums.
Yeah.
Not arenas, stadiums. So Soldier Field, Lincoln Field, and Philly, they finna do stadiums. He did, and if people pay attention, which they don't because they so mad, he did the 2 songs from TDE, All the Stars with SZA, DNA, Royalty, DNA. No, 3 songs. That was by TDE. Everything else was off the GNX album, which is under his label,
Under him. Yeah.
which he gets all that money for.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, when the show was over, the streams on all those songs went up 200%.
Ooh.
Guess who get that bread?
Kendrick.
It's business.
More bell bottoms.
and then the whole setup was, okay, America, let's play the game. Black Uncle Sam, it ain't for everybody. I understand. Just like the difference between, that's why music's so fucked up nowadays, bro. Because we don't have no balance, Dubs. How old are you?
44.
Okay, 44. 53.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Our eras are a little overlapping, but you more the, like you say, Dipset era.
Nah, that's me. I'm 37.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga was listening to Dipset. I mean, he might not have liked them, but I'm
Right.
talking about at they heyday.
Yeah.
Dipset, Fab, all them.
All
Yeah.
that.
Y'all heyday. My heyday is Mobb Deep, Public Enemy, Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Where was you at in 96?
96, I was in high school.
High
Yeah. See, I was overseas in Germany.
Damn.
About to come home out the army.
Damn, 96?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I met my wife end of 96, 97.
So when did you start comedy?
I started comedy when I came home from the military. I
Wow.
worked at CACI, Board of Education, fixing computers. Like, if you had a student loan, I fixed the computers that processed the student loan. Well, I could have made a link.
Nigga.
I could have erased niggas' files. I would have went to jail, but I could have erased niggas' files, everything.
Do you remember the first place you went up at or you did comedy at?
Yes.
Where?
First place I ever went out, first place I ever did a show was open mic night at All Jokes Aside.
Oh, Joe.
Yep.
Where was
Tony Schofield brought me up.
What?
And I bombed. He called me Calvin from McDonald's. I'll never forget. Skinny kid, bald head. Went up and ate noodles. Actually, it's a funny story that I tell now in my stand-up about my dad.
Okay.
My dad was pissed that I was doing comedy. Because I had to mind you, I had a job. I was a network engineer
Okay.
for the Board of Education. Making some decent money in the 90s, which would be straight, which would have been the equivalent of 6 figures now.
Okay.
Right? And my father, and I quit.
You quit.
I quit. And my father was,
Oh, yeah, he was here.
my father was hot. He said, you stupid son of a bitch. You making just as much or more than me and your mother combined, and you quit to go goddamn crack some jokes? You dumb motherfucker. Don't call me and ask me for shit. Like, we fell out.
You and your pop.
My man, we fell out for like a year. He was just like, I can't believe you. You work this with no degree, mind you. I ain't go to college. I use the skills that I learned in the military to get the job on the outside. That's why I get so mad when people tell kids, young men and women that ain't got shit to do, don't go to the white man's army. Are you fucking crazy? If you can go somewhere where you can build your credit, live rent-free, get 3 square meals a day, and probably live in another country and see shit you ain't never seen. Y'all keep listening to that motherfucker that been to the pen talking about don't go to the white man's army. Where'd you go? To the white man's pen.
Right.
Let that boy go over. He ain't doing shit here. You want to play with guns? That's the greatest place to play with guns. In the fucking army. whole set was terrible, dog. And then for my last joke, I said something, got to the punchline. I just knew this shit was gonna kill. I said the punchline, and you heard ice melting. And then all of a sudden, you hear this voice in the crowd say, "I came all the way down here for this shit. It was my dad." And I was like, "Dad?" I did like this. I said, "Dad," and the crowd went crazy. They thought that was part of the joke, but my father was mad for real. Came down here for this shit. And my mama was so embarrassed. I mean, he was loud. He said, "Man, I came down here for this shit." And I was like, "Dad," you know how the light be in your face? I was like, "Dad." Crowd go nuts. I was like, all right, that's my time.
What made you want to keep doing it after that night?
Damon Williams stopped me. Jeff B stopped me and said, "Dude, we love your concepts. You just don't know what you're doing. You just got to learn on your delivery." And so I said, okay, maybe I got a shot at doing this. And I just kept coming back. And this is when you had to audition to get on open mic. These comics, hey, look, is this my one right here? My one shot? All you comics that be bitching about not going up on an open mic night or all this, shut your fucking mouth. We used to have to audition to go up on open mic night. Shout out to Mary Lindsay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers wouldn't have survived. Y'all be crying, "I'm 6 on the list." Yeah, if M-Dubs, if Marlon Mitchell, if Corey Holcomb, if D. Ray Davis walk in the room, guess what?
You're not going
You're
up.
not going up.
You're not going up.
I'm crumpling I'm gonna crumple the whole list up and show y'all, throw it over my shoulder. There's dudes in there that you would have to pay thousands of dollars to go up if they want to go up and talk to the people they going up. Hannibal Buress walking my room, guess what?
Yep.
Lil Rel walking, guess what? Vanessa Fraction, guess what? Just Niche, guess what? Corey Bell. Stop complaining. Why don't you be a fly on the wall and soak up some game?
Wow.
Because that's what we did on Wednesday night. George Wilborn walk in. I'm talking about I'm next on the list.
Yeah.
George be like, "Hey, I want some time."
It's over with.
Right.
Grab my notepad and watch the master.
And you watch.
And watch the master.
And that's how it should be, because the game is you want to get to a point where that's you.
Yeah.
When you walk in, you know.
But I think the problem is, though, with the advent and the avant-garde of social media, which I have no problem with, people that have found a lane and exploited it. Absolutely amazing. I wish that shit was out when I was doing comedy. But the problem is they get a whole bunch of followers and they think that translates into I should be able to be on stage before this person. Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's different when you can hit stop, erase, and re-record.
Wow.
We got that mic and we up there. It's just like DJing. Tell the wrong joke, room gets silent. Play the wrong song, clear the dance floor.
Wow.
Same difference.
What you think harder, DJing or comedy?
Comedy, because music can save you.
Okay.
I could have y'all jamming and then play some shit that clear the floor, but then I can go to a go-to that you know, so I can play some shit that y'all don't like, and then I could come back and oh yes, Khaled, oh that's my shit. You back out there
immediately.
Well, when you tell that bad joke,
Ain't
it's like throwing an interception, nigga. They just go downhill. You like, God damn, I can't. And don't get into it with somebody and lose the exchange. It's over now. Now the defense just getting sack after sack after every time you drop back. So then you just have to say, hey man, that's my time. But DJing, because music is just a time and a place it can save you. Okay. I might play some eclectic shit that y'all don't like.
Right.
But then all I got to do is come back, drop a sexy red or something that I know that the little
FBG duck slide.
Yeah, and motherfuckers gonna get up and they gonna have a good time. So yeah, comedy is the hardest shit because it's just you, the mic, and the crowd.
But what got you into DJing?
Shout out to DJ Dollar Bill, William Green.
Wow, Dollar Bill.
Dollar Bill came over my house.
Okay.
I love records. I collect records, tapes. My CD collection is stupid because in the military, when you were off, all we did was listen to music from my era. So I built up collection of records from the 70s to the 90s. And I kind of stopped buying records because everything went digital. But Dollar Bill was like, man, you got all these goddamn records, man. You should DJ. I was like, I don't know how to do that shit, man. And because I've always been one to respect people's crafts. I don't think that just because you could do it, I could do it. And no, it ain't that easy. He cold. He said, man, You finna learn how to mix. Made me come over to the crib. He used to stay at Marlon's crib out in Hammond, Indiana. He used to rent out Marlon's crib. Hammond, Indiana. I came over there, was practicing with him. He gave me my first mixer. I went and bought my 2 turntables. The rest is history.
So you knew Dollar before you was doing comedy?
Man, I knew Dollar Bill. That was the Dollar Bill is the official. I don't care. Listen, once again, let me get my one shot. Let me get my ISO. Dollar Bill is the official DJ of comedy. There's no DJ in the country fucking with him doing the comedy set. Every comedian shows, cues, and shit, he know 100%.
Dollar Bill.
From JJ Williamson's Dollar Bill in tune. Anything Ricky Smiley did, in tune. My Lord of Drawbridge G joke, in tune. One of the I ain't tooting my own horn, but one of the dopest hood jokes from Chicago ever. Lord of Drawbridge G. It's niggas I know to this day be like, man, Lord of Drawbridge G. And Dollar Bill had the music. He was just a master at that.
Yeah.
He was a master at that. Lonnie Love, slow motion walk in space. Dollar Bill, all them bits. Any bit you could think of with music, Dollar Bill have it queued up, ready to go.
I got it. Give us your top 5 DJs.
Here or just period?
Let's do what you want to do.
I'm going to do here.
Chicago.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chicago.
Top 5 DJs.
No particular order.
Okay.
Because out of respect to these brothers, I love them. DJ Boy Genius, a.k.a. Ruben Quintella.
Okay.
Fucking monster. Jay Illa, number 2. Charles Protege. If you have never heard Charles Protege spin, you are absolutely insane and out of your mind.
That's 3.
The heavy hitter, Sean Mack.
Heavy hitter.
Sean Mack a bad boy,
Okay.
man. Listen, rocking the crowd, talking that shit on the mic, it's nobody that does the combination of it better. And the 5th one, and mind you, when I say this, Chicago has some of the best DJs in the nation. I'm leaving out a gang of people. There's so many honorable mentions. But for that last one, and this is tough. Can I do a tie for my last one?
Yeah.
My man, DJ Ferris.
DJ Ferris.
That goddamn Bulu Master.
Master.
Coming in hot. I ain't mad at that list at all.
That goddamn Bulu Master. That's 1A and 1. That Bulu Master, man, I done seen him almost make women strip naked.
What make
when I seen that, I said, that's power. He put that little headband on and get the dance. But, you know, shout out to my girl Sundance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Monster, Kid Clay, DJ I Am Will, you know, Corey Husband.
Yeah.
That's my man. You know, it's a lot. Chicago got a lot, man.
What
I've
makes a
learned from
good DJ, though? What makes you cold?
Record selection, the way you put the records together, tell a story. That's why I love Jay Illa and guys like Jay Illa and Boy Genius. They tell stories when they play. DJ Mustafa Rocks, he tells stories when he play. I Be Happy. It's how you put records together and knowing the crowd. I get it. There's a thing for now in this generation. I never could understand, and maybe somebody can help me, how people want to hear the same shit in the club that they hear on the radio.
On radio, yeah.
That's just me. I don't get that. Like, I feel like a DJ's job is to keep music alive.
Okay.
So I have an eclectic taste in music. Yes, you have to know your audience, but I think it's also a DJ's job to keep music alive. Same way it's a teacher way to keep history alive.
Okay.
How you don't know about it if I don't teach you? So find a way, and then people just got to be open-minded. It's no different from going to a comedy show, and I say this all the time, from the people that just want to hear, you ever get your dick sucked till your nose bleed? Like, it's that. And then you got a motherfucker that tell that same story, but he tells it in such an eloquent, drawn-out way that you don't even realize he's telling you a story about sucking dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Till you get to the end, and then it's like, oh, he was talking about sucking dick.
Yeah. We putting you on that list.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
because you did Dub's wedding, and you killed
I had fun.
You killed
I
it.
had fun at Dub's wedding. But once again, I was blessed to have a group of people with a diversified taste of music.
Yeah.
There were people in there my age. There were people in there young as y'all. I said, okay, so for every ratchet shit I play, let me go grab some of this shit that we was cleaning up the house to.
Yeah.
And you
You
snapped.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the toughest part of it, reading the room. But that's comedy, a set. The set that you do at bartend doors at 10 o'clock at night is not going to be the same set you do at Comedy Bar
Right.
at 7.
No.
And I don't care what nobody say. You can keep the premise the same, but the way you deliver to something is different because people from different cultures ain't going to get half the shit you saying.
Different.
So, I mean, for me, though, comedy is the hardest shit.
Wow.
The hardest, by far.
Do you feel like you get the respect you deserve in comedy?
You know what, cuz? And this going to sound, you going to think I'm bullshitting you? I don't care no more. At one point in time, that shit used to bother me. I used to be like, these motherfuckers act like I'm regular.
Yeah.
Wow.
It used to bother the shit out of me. But now it's like, put your head down, do the work. Then when they start giving you the flowers, receive them. You know, you're going to feel a certain way because we human.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that I don't get invited to that I feel like I should be invited to, but I don't let that eat me up no more. You know what I'm saying? Because if one thing I hate about the industry game out here now, there's a lot of cliques. And if you're not part of that cool kids camp, it doesn't matter. And that's fine with me because it's not stopping me from getting money. But I know between me and you and the people out here viewing this podcast, and I'm not saying this to be narcissistic or arrogant in any way, but when you tell the story of Chicago comedy, Chicago radio, TV, and Chicago DJing, you got to talk about me in one of them three.
Yes.
If you're not,
Yeah.
you're just an absolute fucking hater.
That's real shit.
We can go down the list, and that's not me trying to be an asshole.
No.
That's just me acknowledging the work that I've put in out here, and nobody's going to overlook that. People can say, well, so-and-so, this and that, and that's absolutely true.
Right.
Not mad at them. D-Ray's great. Corey Holcomb's great. Deion Cole's great. Lil Rel's great. Mark Simmons is great. You know, Craig Robinson's great. We got a bunch of talent here. But when you speak on Chicago comedy, you have to talk about me. If you want to talk about Chicago TV and radio, I come in right behind Crazy Howard McGee.
Quick man, that man.
Me, Tony Schofield, you have to mention us because some of your kids and some of you motherfuckers grew up on us. Don't stop playing the game. I'm 53.
Right.
So a lot of y'all was in high school when I was on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
You were
Or you was coming right out of high school.
Yep.
I'll be 54 on my birthday.
Yeah. That's dope.
So, yeah. In 2000, what was you doing? Oh, I was in college. When you came home, was listening to WGCI in the morning, I was on there.
You definitely wear 3 big hats in all them.
Hood radio with DJ Ferris.
Yeah.
Courtney Hicks, Leon Rogers, Stone Pony, Baby Girl Morning Show. Sports Unplugged. First nigga to have an FM sports show on Sundays from 10 to 12. Me, Scoop Jackson, Steve Bartle.
Wow. Yeah.
A whole 2 years on Power 92. First station ever do that. We had an FM talk show for 2 hours. That was unheard of. We didn't play music. We talk sports.
Damn. That's dope. Speaking of flowers, Leon, our show is about giving people their flowers. And when we even talked about doing this show, you was one of the first people on the list. And we was like, we gotta give them his flowers. So in honor of Offstage, we got something for you.
Oh, wow. Wait, this is crazy. So let me tell you why this is fucking awesome. I'm in the process of remodeling my basement.
Okay. You gonna hang it up?
Nigga, this going like when you come right down the stairs.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be the first thing you see.
Yes, sir. And I tell people,
It's
dog.
dope, man. And y'all use 2 pictures that I like.
Yep.
Show my little sexy salt. Got my little happy shit.
Leon always helping niggas. You know what I like about you, Leon? You can disagree with a nigga
And have a drink with
and
you.
still have.
But
That's how it should be.
I want to say something. This is more on a serious tip that I see as a grown man out here in the world. Half of the shit that happens out here in these streets, it's lack of communication. That's all it is. If motherfuckers would learn how to talk to each other, we could avert so much shit out here.
So much.
So there's some comics that push me to the limit.
Okay.
As far as being able to talk to them sensibly, because they get out of their body and they start saying crazy shit and it gets disrespectful.
Right.
But I understand that maybe that's not all them. I don't know their background, where they come from.
Right.
Maybe they lived here. Maybe they went through stressful shit. But where I'm at now, if you'd have called Army Leon coming out the military, now we ain't finna do all that motherfucking talk.
Cut up, Leon.
We gonna check.
Yeah,
That was in shit. We gonna change each other's lives. But now that I'm older, now that I think about my three daughters and my wife and my mother and my mother-in-law, who I still look out for, they need me here.
Right.
So why would I let you take me off my square, send me somewhere? Because the goal is to get home. I'm going home every day. Even if I gotta, okay, you got it.
You got it, dog.
If that make you feel like a man because you wanted to call me a stupid motherfucker because I said LeBron James, and it be shit like that.
Simple shit.
We be having simple conversations, and it turn into, you stupid bitch ass nigga. Like, damn, dog. Okay.
I get here. Right.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
You got it, brother. Because guess what? I'm going to say it like LeBron said it, and it's going to sound fucked up, but it is what it is.
Wow.
I'm going to get up in the morning. I'm going to still be Leon. And you're going to still be you with that miserable outlook on life. I can have a discussion with you. How many times we done talked about shit and you like, nah, Leon, we were, and that's it. We ain't mad at each other.
Nah.
Get him Dubs a Coke, because he don't drink. So I want to change that, dog. I want to get you to do some type of drug or something.
Man, I be telling
I
them.
want to get that nigga fucked up.
Everybody trying to get me fucked up.
I want to be there, man. Because I feel like you're wild out.
Everybody want to see me drunk.
I feel like you'll do some shit like.
we was in Vegas and he was knocking back shots and he didn't get drunk. I'm like, what's wrong?
I was pouring that shit out.
Yeah, I know he was throwing that shit over his
that
shoulder.
shit.
I want to get him something where he be like, yeah, next thing you know, his shirt off. His shirt off, and he ain't cool Dubs. He out of pocket.
Man.
He's sweating his head and ruffled up and ain't waved. He just fucked
And
up.
the next day he like, nigga, I had so much fun.
Yeah, I had so much fun.
Man, I don't gotta do
I went home and I
don't gotta do that shit. I don't gotta drink. I don't gotta drink.
Have a good time.
I want to talk about you married. How long you been married?
Goddamn. It'll be 23 years in August.
And
August
ooh,
2nd.
I
clap
never-
on that.
Yeah, that's
Well, she might not clap.
because actually Leon was one of the guys I was looking at when I was thinking about getting. Because in comedy, a lot of guys was like, don't get married in this. But I was seeing Leon and Tony. They always had their wives.
That's who I looked at, Tony, and I looked at my mom and dad.
Made
of
it
course.
easier, and and I even had a discussion with Leon and guys before I got married, and niggas was just like, man, giving me that perspective and what were some of the challenges for you doing comedy and being married in the beginning?
If I could be quite frank, and my wife probably won't like me talking about this, but marriage is a roller coaster, man. You have your ups and you have your downs. The thing about marriage is everything's cool when you up.
Yeah.
It's like anything else. You got a pocket full of money, everything's straight. It's how you react when shit is bad.
And it's fucked up.
And especially if it's bad and it's your fault. So at one point in time, without giving too much, because what going between me and my wife goes on between me and my wife, and that's what we deal with it. But at one point in time, fame fucked me up.
Wow.
So you get to a point where you rolling in this shit, and now, and it's not to say that I ain't had a gift of gab and I couldn't, but I'm gonna keep it. If you're gonna be a perfectly 100 with yourself, you start getting in the rooms and you start seeing different types of shit that you ain't used to because you ain't never been in them rooms. And it's real easy to succumb and fall to temptation and do shit that you may not think is disrespectful, but it is 100%. It could be anywhere from an inappropriate text message, pictures, morning, sweetheart, all that shit. It hit different when it ain't your woman. So shout out to Dr. Love, you know what I'm saying? Miss Love, great, amazing counselor. You know what I'm saying? And, you know my wife Nicole. She with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
So it's like Nicole is dope. It's my best friend, and I look at it like this. This is a person that if I got paralyzed tomorrow, she'll wipe doo-doo off.
That's what's up.
And that may sound crazy, but that's how you got to determine it.
Most
Like
definitely.
if I got fucked up tomorrow, and don't get me wrong, it's
Would you do it
just
for her?
last week she got the days where she looking at me like, nigga, go somewhere. Because I don't like looking at you right now. And I remember when it came to a point for me when my wife said, I love you, I don't like you.
Damn.
That's the shit that hurt.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm always love you. I will break my heart if something happens to you. I don't like you.
Right. And like is kind of more important.
Yeah.
Motherfucker don't like you. Shit. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Shit. Thank you, baby.
But I'm just saying, like, I think we take it for granted.
Yeah.
Sometimes because they've been with us for so long, they know who we are as a person, and when they think that we just supposed,
Stop all that clapping shit.
No, because if my wife was here,
Yeah.
she'd be like, yeah, nigga, tell her.
Yeah.
Because, but I will say this to all the women out there that might be like, yeah. But one thing I will say about my wife, no matter what the situation was, we've always been a unified front. So there's been times we've been sitting in front of you, motherfucker. We just
Got through.
I was all types of motherfuckers in the car. But you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that
You
because
shouldn't.
y'all not supposed to.
Right.
And our kids don't know that.
Exactly.
I think we do a great job without.
That's so important.
And I learned that from my mom and dad. I don't think I ever saw my mom and dad argue. They were married for 43 years till we lost them to cancer.
Wow.
So, like I said, having a unified nuclear family and a blueprint does help. I don't care what nobody says. You know, if you have an example to go by, you know what I'm saying? But then my wife will look at me, well, you had a great example, motherfucker. What is wrong with you? I don't know. I'm crazy.
Right.
I'm crazy. But, I mean, fame, if you don't know how to handle fame, money ain't a thing. Let me tell you something, man. Majority of Americans gonna touch $1 million before they die.
Yeah.
Right? We gonna touch $1 million. Now, I ain't saying
You gonna have it.
you gonna run through it.
Run through it.
Just add up all the bullshit you did a year.
Yeah.
You're gonna touch $1 million.
Yeah.
But it's rare to just have a person that say, hey man, I'll fuck with you. Don't fuck it up. Yeah. And that's at one point in time, that's where my wife had got to with me. She said, nigga, boy, you don't understand how much I care about you. But you keep trying me. And when I'm done, Leon, I'm done.
Wow.
And that's when a woman said, all right, Kelly, that shit real. And if I've been a knucklehead at times. I mean, goddamn. But I tell you what, though.
What?
I get divorced, I ain't never get married again.
You won't?
Done. That shit is over. Because that'll be the one time I could freely go on air and solicit pussy over the radio. 107.5 WGCI, Leon Rogers in the building. I got tickets for Mary J. Blige. Who trying to go?
Oh, shit.
866-885-1075. Send me a nude
Right.
in the Instagram.
Slide
First
in
one
my
that I
DM.
like. You going front row Mary J. Blige. Here's Drake. I'm on one, GCI. Yes, sir.
Slide in the DM
go
now.
fucking-
Hey, I be wanting to call in, man, when you and Zach be arguing and talking about what y'all be talking about, man. That shit be so funny, man.
But that's the thing, though. Radio it's a family. Just like me, Kendra, and Kyle. It's like Kendra. Shout out to Kendra G, who left WGCI and blew the fuck up. Kyle left WGCI on their own accord. And what I tell people, back to your whole radio thing when we were talking earlier, these jobs are not easy to come by.
Right.
So when you see people get fired or let go, it's not easy to get in radio. And I tell young students that are doing radio, I say, listen, if you single, ain't got no kids here, nothing to keep you here, sick mom or dad or something, send your air check out everywhere. And if you get a call from Winter Haven, Florida, to do from 2 to 5, take your black ass out there and go, because guess what? Build your brand. Now, next thing you know, Orlando hears you and say, hey, man, we want you to do overnights. Now you're in Orlando doing overnights. You killing the game. Then Washington, D.C. say, man, you killing And overnights, we want you to do middays. Go up to Washington, D.C. and do middays. Now Miami call you and say, hey, man, you hot. We need you to do afternoons in Miami. Boom. Do afternoons in Miami. Then Chicago say, hey, man, we just had the morning show slot open up. We need you out here. The city ain't going nowhere.
Right.
But people do radio and do this shit so they can be famous here.
Yeah.
So they can get in clubs here. Man, do you know half of us that do this shit don't even go out?
Yeah.
Because we got work to do. And the ones that do go out 9 times out of 10, they making money off of it.
Right.
So the whole thing about going out, if I ain't getting a check, I'm not going outside. That's not, it's conserving your health and your energy. And I tell the new students, man, listen, if you can't get a job here, go somewhere else. The city's not going, or it'll be here. It will be here. Chicago is not imploding anytime soon.
What do it take to be a guest on GCI?
Like I said, you got to be doing something that. But just be honest with everybody out there that be trying to get on the radio. If it don't benefit our show, why should we have it?
Right.
Right. This is an era of clicks. This is an era of whatever. Even if it's something that you're doing for the community, it has to be something that's going to draw listeners in. This is a business. People just think like, yeah, let me come on there and talk about my fish fry that I'm having. Get the fuck out of it. What does that do? The same way with comedy. I got friends that got bars that they opening up and stuff, and I love them. Hey, Leon, man, I'm thinking you come through, do like 35, 40 minutes, I'll give you $250.
LOL at 250.
And I say, I tell you what, give me $250 and I'll come DJ there. I still try to make it work.
Right.
Because that's just me.
Wow.
So we got a little more work to do, Dubs.
Let me go.
To get on GCI.
Oh, yeah.
No. Nah, that's bullshit. Because he know all he got to do is make the phone call, but it got to make sense. It got to make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It got to make sense. Because if I just had a guy that's selling water guns outside on GCI, now I got everybody calling. I got the little niggas that's trying to get basketball uniforms. Hey, we trying to raise money for our basketball team. You little niggas don't play basketball. Y'all car crackers. But what I'm saying is, but it's just like that. That's all I'm saying. Is like I'll come and do it. I said, okay, I won't do comedy,
Right.
but let me come DJ for 2 hours and give me $250.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Now, I'm still in your building.
Yeah.
People still coming to see Leon, but now you helping me increase my DJ brand.
Right.
So I'm getting something out of
Yeah.
it. Me doing comedy for 45 of your friends that's coming to your bar opening is not increasing my comedy brand. You can say what you want to, but I'm just sorry. I'm at a level now after doing this shit since I've been doing this shit since '96.
Wow.
I'm at a level now where that doesn't help me.
Right.
Unless those 45 people in there are all TV execs from HBO, Def Jam, that's different.
That's different.
So don't get it twisted. Comics know your worth.
Definitely.
Comics be out here doing shows for promoters talking about they getting promo, ain't got a car to get to the goddamn show.
Let's
I never understood that.
jokes and notes, man. I know jokes and notes for me was everything. What was jokes and notes for you?
Jokes and Notes was the rebirth for All Jokes Aside for me. And that's how I took it. When I hosted there on Wednesdays, one of the many hosts that Mary had, I got my run there. And again, not to be an asshole, but I was on the wall.
On the wall.
I don't get into all that. When people want to talk shit, man, you know how many people want me to lose my job at WGCI so bad.
Really?
Comics. They swear to God. And not because they gonna get it.
Right.
They just want me off.
And
they think that if I'm off, that it's over. That it's over for me.
him. Yeah.
You better hope I don't get fired from WGCI.
Because you going.
And you throw that shark back in the tank. Right now, I'm the orca that's at SeaWorld.
Right.
SeaWorld say we shut down. And they open that gate and let me back out in the ocean. A lot of you niggas gonna die.
Be lunch.
Gonna be lunch. Cause I'ma eat. It's phone calls. I go work 2 weeks out in New York. Phone calls. I can go work in Miami. Phone calls. I can spend a week out in LA. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Because I do this on the radio that I'm not lock in.
Right.
I still got relationships. This game is about relationships. You know that, Dubs.
Yeah.
This game is about relationships. The family that you bring. That's why I don't click off.
Okay.
I don't say, I don't fuck with this person. I don't fuck with this person. I don't fuck with this person. I try to fuck with everybody until you give me a reason not to.
Are you the longest running host at GCI? Because you've been there for a long
I am the oldest OG. I got hired by Elroy Smith. In 2006, and I'm the last of me on GCI. I'm the last of the Mohicans of the Elroy hire. Wow. I'm the last Elroy hire. But V103, you got Joe Soto, Beyonce Fox. Now, Crazy Howard McGee came back. He would have been the longest tenure, but he got let go.
Right.
When we just talking about consecutive runs.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm the OG on WGCI.
Let's give it up for that.
Now, let me ask you this. Did Crazy Howard really bite that bitch in the back? Or allegedly? Did I do that right?
I think his answer, we'll see what that is.
He learned. No, I think you're talking about Marv Albert bit the bitch in the back from NBC.
I thought,
and the facial, and it counts. He was freaky. Now, Crazy had a little domestic thing, but he bit it. He all right. That's my man. And Crazy Howard McGee, man, thought he didn't like me when I first started working with him.
Really?
Nope. He did not like me.
Damn.
Tony was his sidekick.
Tony, right.
Tony went to afternoon, started doing his thing. I came in.
But you was working with him.
McGee did not want me there. He just didn't think he needed a comedian.
Okay.
And years went by, and I was at his birthday party thrown by Lisa E. Shout out to Lisa E., one of my first ever producers. And he came up to me, he's like, man, hey, man, you're here. You're right here at Crazy Al McGee's birthday party. I go, yeah, McGee, I'll fuck with you. Man, that boy. Man, I'm about to get a little fired up. A little wild boy, I'm going to get a little fired up. I had no idea, man. God dang, man. Hey, got to go. I said, McGee, I ain't had no problem with you. You had a problem with me. Hey, I just want to tell you, man. Hey, man, that's man. Yeah, boy. Let me tell you something about that dude.
Okay.
Say what you want to about him. One of the coldest people to ever do radio in the city of Chicago. I can't speak nationwide because I ain't heard everybody.
Okay.
That man here, dog, Crazy Howard McGee could make you cry about shit. He'd be like, Chicago, Crazy Howard McGee here on the WGCI morning show, the Crazy Howard McGee show. Today, we're going to be talking about kittens found on the side of the road in the rain. We need some help for these kids in Chicago. 312-591-1075. And then he would hit him with this. He'd pause. 312-591-1075. GCI. Now this. Nigga, I used to be in the car like, nigga's cold.
Where the kids at? We going to get one.
That nigga was
Crazy cold.
Crazy was cold. He wasn't the mayor of Chicago radio for nothing.
Right.
That man was #1 in the city.
You put him up there with Doug Banks and them and
all that. Legend for Chicago. Tom Joyner, Doug Banks,
Crazy
Pink House, no particular order. Pink House, and of Herb Kent, of course. The distinguished gent Herb Kent here. And I'm talking, I remember at one time I was in the back room with Charlie Wilson from the Gap Band, and we did so much cocaine.
Oh my God.
I used to cut
It
his
was
grass.
amazing.
Herb
Man,
Kent grass.
Herb Kent is my dog. Rest in peace, man. There's so many Chicago legends, man, that are gone. That I just, for me, hold a special place in my heart. Tornado, Big Daddy Woo, my man. Marcus Comtusi, my man. You know what I'm saying? Timbuktu.
Was he a DJ?
Cold, the coldest. The coldest. And I didn't put him on my list of favorite DJs because he's not. I think he was DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
What?
He was in that stratosphere.
Wow.
DJ Scratch from EPMD, he's on that level.
Damn.
Timbuk was crazy, man. How you DJ for Lupe Fiasco, Kanye West, the greats?
I got one.
What you got?
Give us your top 5 Chicago comedians.
Top 5 Chicago comedians, all time or in the current sphere?
Well, I want to hear what you think about
Current sphere. I love Just Niche, man. I just think she's so.
Shout out to Just
Niche.
Fucking amazing. Her concepts, the
Niche
selfie,
crazy, man.
the selfie shit. She is, but I love her.
She's dope. Yeah.
Just Niche. Will we consider him current or Damon Williams is fucking a monster.
Yeah.
Damon Williams. I'm putting. Listen, so all the guys that's in LA that's doing their thing.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
Put them
Right.
down.
No. Niche. Damon. I love Erica Clark's style of comedy.
Wow,
Ooh.
Erica Clark.
Erica's so fucking
Shout out to
funny
Erica.
me.
Shout out to Erica
That's
Clark.
3. Number 4, comedian Muhammad, man.
Muhammad.
Muhammad.
Man, that motherfucker.
Muhammad.
And then this 5th one, I don't give a fuck where I'm at, how I'm feeling. This is the only person that 2 days after my father died called me and had me in literal tears. And not about my dad. This was tears because he had me laughing. Marlon fucking Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I tell you I love that dude, dog. When I tell you he walks into a room and I just start giggling like a schoolgirl because I know some ignorant shit about to happen. And my other one, honorable mention, he's not here with us anymore, but this is somebody, if I ever got to produce a movie or make a big movie, I would have him in it as himself performing at a lounge, motherfucking Uptown.
Uptown.
That's another
Uptown.
motherfucker that when he walked in the room, I mean, you gotta know this dude funny. He walks in the room, I was like, oh, Uptown, what you drinking? You buying me a beverage? He just talk like Snagglepuss.
Yeah.
Leon, you buying me a beverage? I be like, yeah, what you want, OG? You know, I like to do Pabst Blue Ribbon. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey man, when I first seen Uptown, he was the funniest motherfucker I have ever seen in my life.
And he
Now,
like
he
my
had
father.
snot coming out my nose the day I heard him say, you know, so I go over this chick house, right? And she give me a glass, and she put some Hennessy in it, but it was a roach in the Hennessy, and I seen it doing laps like Michael Phelps. And then it dived down into the Hennessy, and I see his little legs diving down in the Hennessy. But I took a drink anyway, you understand? Because I want her to play with my perpendicular. I'm losing my fucking mind. And then he said, as I'm over here sitting on the side, drinking my Hennessy, my perpendicular is hard. She said, she went down, she laid down on the mattress and said, I want you to come over here and fuck me.
Shout out to Uptown, man.
Nigga used to have me. I don't care. I don't care who was on the list at bar 10. If Uptown was in the building, he was going up. Hold that classics. Hold that bus.
Hold that
She
bus.
got roaches. Corn on top of that corn.
Corn
on top of that corn.
Pull it to the side.
Pull it to the side. He got-
Djibouti.
he did one of my, when I had my, this is what I'm talking about. This shit right here. I had a afternoon show on Saturdays on WGCI called Leon Rogers Block Party. I used to close out the show every week. We want to thank y'all for listening to Leon. He used to do my drop to listen to Leon Rogers Block Party. You could have been anywhere else, but you was here. Or you could have been home playing with Djibouti with your nasty self. You know you is on WGCI. His voice was heard on Saturdays for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Till I stopped doing my afternoon show to focus on mornings.
Uptown. Dog.
Uptown's my man.
Rest in
Damn,
peace.
man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
But
peace,
that's
Uptown, man.
you know what? I'm sorry. Erica Clark, don't kill me. I love you. Well, I take Erica Clark. Uptown got to go at Erica Clark, my honorable mention. But that's my star 6. I just love their style. And don't get me wrong, we just got Corey Bell, Sean Morgan. We got a plethora. We got a plethora of people that are absolutely fucking hilarious. Jeremiah Frazier, Stephon Beef. Battling for the Lord. It's just funny to see them rebuke each other. I rebuke you. I rebuke you. But they won't cuss.
Hey,
I want them to cuss. I want the church. Boy, when I see the thing and I said, ooh, they finna cuss at each other. I rebuke you. I rebuke you. I want to hear somebody say, I rebuke you, motherfucker.
Man.
They was only cussing in the text.
Right.
They weren't cussing on the show.
I laugh so hard, but Steph, I've been around for ages. And that's one thing I think Chicago comedy is missing. The rooms and the camaraderie.
Okay. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of clicks now in our game. You know, I know we don't have that much longer to talk, but I think there's a lot of clicks in our game now. A lot of clicks. People clicking up with each other, Xing themselves out of money because this side don't fuck with that side, or this side don't feel like they get fucked with enough.
Right.
But you ostracize yourself when you separate yourself from people. Man, who gonna fuck with you if you separate yourself from people? I try to call folks. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I just don't like the clicker side. When we was coming up, and I know everybody hate the whole back in the day story, but nigga, it is what it is. It just is what it is. We had a run. From Monday through Friday, a comic could come here and make over $1,000. You don't have that now.
No.
You don't have that now. And then everybody wants a room. Everybody's so quick to want to have a room and not ready for a room.
Right.
And the rooms are trash. We take pride in Bartend Doors. We've been running for 8 years strong. Shout out to my man, Don Ski.
Don Ski, Bartend.
We've been running for 8 years strong. And people get mad at me when I get upset with the crowd for not listening. And what they don't understand, I'm not doing it for my ego.
Right.
I don't care. But I'm asking people like M Dubs to come hit this stage. I'm asking people like Sean Morgan to hit the stage. Just Niche, Corey Bell, for free when they should get money. And you motherfuckers can't keep quiet for 3 minutes? For 5 minutes? Grow the fuck up. But that's because Chicago audiences are spoiled. We have some of the greatest comedians in the world, and they get to see it. So Mike Epps just said it on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
He did.
Chicago is the hardest place to perform because our audience see it all, and none of our comics are the same.
No.
We are all different. No disrespect to other cities, but I go to other cities, you can kind of know where the joke's going to go. I'm not calling out no cities because I don't want no beef with nobody, but you can kind of know what shit going to go. Chicago, you don't know what you're going to get.
Never.
Kelly Howard is not like Just Niche.
Nope.
Just Niche is like not like M Dubs. M Dubs is not like Fab Monroe. Fab Monroe is not like Leon Rogers. Damon Williams is not like George Wilborn. George Wilborn is not like Tony Schofield. Tony Schofield is not like Corey Holcomb. It's all those comics I named, diversified styles. But yet hilarious.
Yep.
And that's what sets us apart. But I just wish it would get back to the Giovanni days where we just hung out. The early Riddles days. We talking about Orland Riddles. When it was we talking about TNT Comedy Hook, which a lot of y'all
don't know about.
Don't even know about. That shit there Sunday nights. Oh my God, bro. It was crazy. That's where you tested that's where you found out. Giovanni's, you found out if you was built for this shit.
Wow.
Now, these rooms now is easy. All you just got to do is do the work. I'm about to go to Bartend Doors. This shit is
Right.
We had a guest on here that because I want you to clear something up. We had a guest on here that spoke on your name about the Marcus Combs funeral situation. Do you want to clear that up or anything?
Yeah, I want to clear it up. It goes to show you about what I said about wording changes everything. The brother that y'all had on, it was DeMarco Monroe.
Yeah.
I'm not finna shy away from it. We grown men. It was DeMarco Monroe. He said Leon wasn't there. I wasn't there. But let's put it in context. I was coming from work.
Okay.
And I had things that I had to do at work before I could get to the funeral. So I wasn't there yet.
Right.
I came to the funeral. I made it to the funeral. I just missed the part where people were supposed to talk. And I think he said that comics were mad at him because he went up. No, comics weren't mad because you went up. The consensus from the comics, from what I heard, is that when you went up, you said, I think I speak on behalf of Leon. You weren't speaking on behalf of me because my relationship with Marcus was not your relationship with Marcus. I don't know what your relationship with Marcus was. Right. I'm not down in there, but I knew Tootsie.
Right.
Tootsie was the first person that taught me about pit bulls because he had one.
Wow.
Tootsie was the first person I went on the road with. Me, him, and D-Ray came up together in the game. We were called the Brat Pack. This is a true story.
Wow.
We were called the Brat Pack. Me, Marcus Combs, and D-Ray drove to Detroit to see who would get to open for Damon Williams. Damon will call you and verify this. And Joe saw this and said, damn, y'all niggas drove all the way down here just to see who would get a death spot? We was like, yeah. He gave us all a spot and then gave us all dates.
Damn, that's dope.
When Marcus Combs won, I won the Miller, Marcus Combs won the Miller. We're connected. Right. We came into the game together. Me and Marcus that almost came to blows over crazy shit, arguing, talking. We were friends. I remember when Marcus lived with D-Ray, when him and D-Ray was roommates. Wow. I remember the funniest joke ever. This is a funny joke, and I might get in trouble for this, but a certain comedy night had got robbed. I won't say the name.
Okay.
A certain comedy night had got robbed.
Damn.
The next weekend, everybody that do comedy at this certain comedy night came in with new outfits.
What?
So the person that run the comedy night was looking like, what the fuck?
Right.
And like motherfuckers, and Marcus had on a cold ass leather His shit was all leather. Me and Nicole came in and matching triple goose Parkers, nigga. Everybody was fresh, so the motherfucker running like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like I just got hit up about like 30 bands. And niggas in here fresh.
Damn.
But that's the type of shit we did. Or we went to Iowa and was throwing a football down a hallway and breaking the lights. We was trying to see who had the accuracy. We're in this hotel. I think it was like a double tree. Marcus on one end, I'm on one end. We in the hallway zinging the football to see who can hit the lights and break the most lights before we go into our room. So these are the moments and shit that I share with Marcus Combs. I'm not doubting that you had that shit with yours, but I think when you say, yeah, because Leon wasn't there. Yeah, I wasn't there, but can we put it in context? I wasn't there yet because it's all the difference in saying. It's what I mean about media training. Leon wasn't there yet because he had to be at work. He had some stuff to do. He eventually made it.
Right.
Because I talked to you before you left and got in your car.
Right.
And we was all there for the repast. We went to Francis to celebrate Marcus even further. So it's like, I hate open-ended stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's trying to do it. Maybe he wasn't thinking about it, but I hate open-ended stories because if somebody's listening to that, oh, Leon, they ain't even coming to the funeral. No, that's not the case. I was there. I got there late because I had to work. And comics weren't mad at you that you went up there. Comics were mad at you that you went up there and said that you were speaking on my behalf. And asked Marlon, that's why I'm surprised when y'all had Marlon on there. Ask Marlon what he said after. I'm going to leave that so y'all can go bring Marlon. Well, you got to ask Marlon.
We got to have him back on.
But ask Marlon what he said when he went up. When he went up at Marlon's funeral, or at his funeral. Oh, unprofessional. Name one talking about everybody got their phone out. Yeah, little nigga.
That's because he got two phones, man.
That one for the plug.
Before we get out, do you got any advice for us in our journey on this? You know?
Man, like I told Dubs, and like we said out the last time, listen, man. Whatever you set out to do in this space, be genuine. Be genuine, man. You know, I don't, man. Hey, listen, if a motherfucker come on here and say some crazy shit, that ain't on you.
Right.
And I think I put that in the group chat when we was talking. I said, that ain't on you. You doing your job.
Right.
But I just want you all to be cognizant of what you're reporting, how you're reporting it, because I don't want nothing to blow back on y'all that could be detrimental. Right. Because at this day and age now, people are paying attention, and they going after you. If they think you somewhere, oh, well, let's go get some money out of them. But, man, no, man, I love what y'all doing, and any help y'all need or whatever, just even if it want to be promoted, we just got to make it make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, like I say, my platform, I'm not going to be on GCI forever.
Right.
Nigga, one day they're going to come through and say, hey, Leon, we found a little 23-year-old nigga that's funny, and he's got 2 million followers on Facebook, and we want him to. But that is why it's so important for me to do stuff like this, to stay connected, to stay grounded in Chicago. Because I'm like a tick, dog. You got to do a lot to get me up out of there. Yep. You can't just flick me off. I'm dug. I'm deep into the skin, and I'm swelling up, and I do a lot of things. Yeah. So the motherfucker that come and replace me, he got to be LeBron. He can't just be one-dimensional. Right. He got to be LeBron. Everything. He got to do a lot of shit. He got to be able to run the board. He got to be able to DJ. He got to be able to talk on the mic. He got to be able to host an event. If a DJ ain't there, I can hold it down for 25, 30 minutes. Yeah.
We appreciate
just for the nigga, because you know what I'm saying? You know me, dog. We sit and talk. I try to be cool. Yeah. But some motherfuckers really want you to roll your resume out. And I'll be like, if I did that, and no disrespect, a lot of y'all dicks ain't long enough. I'm straight with mine.
We appreciate you coming.
But it ain't about that. I want us all to win. I want us all to eat and everybody come up. I'm for Chicago comedy being the greatest on earth, and we are.
But Kendrick said sometimes you gotta pop out and show it.
And I feel so bad when I do that. Like I screamed on a comic. I didn't scream on him, but I kind of tapped him on his shoulder. Okay. And I said, just because I talk nice to you and respect you as an adult, don't mean we on the same level. Right. Wow. And then I walked away. Just leave it at that. Right. I respect you as a man. As an adult. We cool. Everybody in this room, I'm agreed. Say, hey, how you doing? Right. I love you, brother. How you been? You all right? But don't get it twisted. Yeah. Right. Don't, when we start talking this shit, we not the same. I don't give a fuck that little 5 minutes you did, you ripped. Yeah. Give a fuck. Yeah. I've performed at Madison Square Garden.
Ooh. Flex. Humble flex.
Inner Center. It ain't a venue in Chicago you can name that I ain't been at that hold over 1,000. But it ain't about that. It's about how can we get you in there with me. Right. Let's get it, bro. Right. Because as a unit, so then when we go up against when we go into other cities and flex, they be like, oh, I heard about you. Right. My man Leon, you'll hear that. My man Leon told me about you, M-Dub. He said you was a monster. Mm-hmm. When comics start green-lighting you somewhere, like some comics can call me and say, hey, man, can you call this dude and let him know I'm trying to get in this club? And I'll do it. Because I'll be like, I know how they get down. I'm not calling for all y'all. Hell no. You're not finna fuck my name. Marvin Dixon had a room, and there was a couple of comics that called me to ask me to do his room in Miami. Marvin Dixon had a rule. If you vouch for somebody and they come down here and bomb, you'll get to do my room for a year. Wow. And I used to love that Miami run. Gee, I wasn't trying to miss that. And to this day, I'm not going to miss it. You do Miami, West Palm, you do, and then come back and do Miami. That's a whole week in Miami. Who turning that down for free? So nobody. Some of you comics that asked me to do it and I ain't call, that's because I wanted to go back down.
We appreciate you coming out.
I appreciate
y'all having me, man.
You're the second person that brought us gifts, man. We appreciate that. We ain't gonna put them on camera.
No, you won't have to put because they ain't gave you no money.
No, you're right.
But at the end,
we got something for you.
Yeah, I like this. I was looking. I said, I want to but I like this. But I'm gonna tell you something though. And this, I love y'all. You should have wore a hat.
Yeah.
That shit look tripped out. You look like a thumb, baby.
You know what? My wife said the same thing.
The hat kind of distinct. He got the hat on like that's like Doves. You look like a thumb. But I love you.
We might have to change that.
Or would it have been funny if Doves with the hat and your whole body was that would have been amazing. But you know I love you, though.
Yeah, most definitely.
I ain't going to do you like Marlon did you.
But I love it,
Marlon caused a lot of trouble between y'all, baby.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because he's Marlon. I was like, man,
I loved it, though.
Marlon. I beat your ass.
What you got coming up?
So April 6th, we're doing something at the Round Table. It's the old, out in Matson, it used to be the old Bar Louie, Razzmatazz, where Damon did another legendary room back in the day. Me and Damon collabing on some stuff. I just came off of the some more Legends of Laughter tour.
How was that?
It was amazing, dog.
Damn, I want to come to
Every
that,
Crown
man.
Theater, man. It was me, some more, my brother Zach Bug, that's on the radio, man. Don D.C. Curry, Finesse Mitchell, Lavelle Crawford, and Guy Torrey. It was an amazing show. Wow. And hopefully I get blessed getting a couple of more dates with them. But like I said, Bartend Doors every Wednesday. Got the big comedy festival in Aurora coming up. April 5th, DuSable Museum will be there. Me, Mike Sam, Stick.
Damn.
That's going to be an amazing show. I get out when I can, man.
Yeah.
I get out when I can. And looking to do some stuff. Got a big movie coming out I want y'all to support. It's called Dad and Sonny. It's my first lead role in the movie. It's me and my man Edward from Power. He plays my son. He's a rapper.
Wow.
And he's rapping about my life because I was locked up. But when I come out, instead of me like admonishing him for being something he's not, I'm actually with the shits. I'm like, this my nigga. Yeah, we finna blow up. So it's a comedy, a dramedy, and then I got a movie that I'm working on that's gonna be coming out. It's a serious role. I'm chill on it because the ink ain't fully dry.
Okay.
But I got the script. We reading it, and when it come out, I'm gonna be happy with this one. And I want to give a big shout out to my wife, Nicole Rogers. Amazing makeup artist, nominated for SAG-AFTRA Award, nominated for an Emmy for The Bear. We went to the Emmys last year. They didn't win, but she's been nominated, and she's been doing her thing, department headed and whatever, so I'm proud of her. When she jumped into this shit about 15, 20 years ago, I thought it was just a hobby. I'm going to keep it real. You know, just like how people think our comedy.
Yeah.
But she is fucking killing it.
That's what's up.
And all three of my daughters, Ashley, Autumn, Addison, they all killing it in school. Ashley just graduated college. Autumn is second year. A little Addison volleyball team and just made the honor roll. And so, man, hey, life is good. Life is good.
Shout out your social media handles.
At Leon Rogers, I keep it simple. I ain't got that crazy ass shit. Living my best life 2357. Leon Rogers, no D in my last name because I don't do the D. Sports Unplugged podcast coming real soon. I'm gonna definitely have him on there. Definitely have y'all on there to argue some sports. We're gonna do pop culture and sports, but we bringing it back. So Steve Bardo, Scoop Jackson, get ready, man. We coming back, man, on this digital space.
Before we go,
maybe we shoot it up. Hey, maybe I can shoot it up here.
Hey.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me a good deal. We can shoot it up here, man.
We open for business.
That's the plan.
All right, let me shoot it up here. But all of us going to have sure mics.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the guests.
Damn.
I'm not going to be extra because I tour with 5150.
I gotta get me a mic. But before we go, Michael Jordan or LeBron?
Oh, come on, dog.
Michael Jordan or LeBron? LeBron just hit 50,000 points.
All right. I'm going to say this. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Okay. But let me tell you why. It's because I don't think anyone will ever do what Michael Jordan did in a year.
Right.
Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, first team All-NBA, scoring title. I don't think anybody else ever do that because the league is so specialized now. The only people that possibly have a chance to do it both ways is like Giannis Antetokounmpo because he plays defense and offense. But I'm not going to sit up here in front like that kid from Akron, Ohio ain't a bad motherfucker,
Bad
man.
boy.
He leading in points. And for all those people that talk that shit about, he played 20 years, why the fuck is you mad at somebody that got longevity? That would be like me saying you still doing comedy at 90 and selling out the United Center.
And you cracking.
What the fuck is you mad about? The dude is averaging 25 at 40 years old. Mike didn't even do that.
Yeah.
So let's keep it 100. But Mike is the GOAT for reasons just other than basketball. Like, if I got to add everything into it. If we just talking on the pure, and don't give me the 6 title shit, because titles are a team accolade.
Right.
A team has to help you win a title.
Yeah.
Robert Horry got 7.
Right.
Bill Russell got 11.
Right.
Magic got 5. Kobe got what, 5?
Yeah.
Shaq got 4.
4.
But because Mike Witter was unbeaten, well, Bill Russell went unbeaten for like 8 or 9.
years.
Yeah.
He went 8 in a row.
So we can't use that. I don't get the title shit out of here. And Mike didn't play the competition that LeBron played.
Right.
I put that motherfucking Golden State team back against the Utah fucking Jazz.
Right.
Man, they shoot them people out the motherfucking building. With Kevin Durant, they will shoot them people. They'll have 136 fucking points. Well, they play by them rules. So basically what you're telling me now, I have to fuck you up and foul you because I can't guard you.
Right.
That's what you're telling me.
Man.
Who guarding Kevin Durant in the
No
night?
fucking body.
Even Steph with his little ass with the handle, who guarding this motherfucker?
Nobody.
Man? So, but Mike's the man, though. Mike's the man. And plus, we still wear the sneakers. I'm like, what you got? I know you got on,
Yeah.
son. I got on, motherfucker. Everybody, yeah. So, Mike's the man, man. And he got his own 2-3 T.
Man. Man,
Why y'all didn't ask me those shit like who my top 5 favorite porn stars or something? You did this comedy shit.
you could do that?
Okay. All right. I was
Who?
just because I have my list ready.
Who was your
My top favorite. I only go black.
Okay.
I don't Google nobody else. So we're going to go no particular order. Roxy Reynolds, Jasmine Cashmere, Jada Fire. It's this one, even though I ain't gonna hold it against her, but she like the white boys. Her name's Anna Fox. Fine, little chocolate. Anna Fox.
I don't think I know her.
And not finer than my wife, but this is just
Right.
if I was to go off into a fantasy world. And then last but not least, it's a toss up. I'm gonna do a tie. I'm gonna say Skin Diamond and Kelly Starr.
Kelly Starr.
See, I don't be knowing them bitches' names.
But you gonna go look them up?
You gonna
Yeah,
right?
though.
Yeah.
I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing names.
I know their names because I look at the subtitles while I'm watching.
I got
don't
one.
just-
Favorite movie of all time.
Oh, Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Easy.
Really?
Greatest movie of all time.
That's my wife's favorite
You
movie.
gotta
of all
love
time.
the symbolism
I never
behind
seen
it.
that.
And this motherfucker say the coldest line in the history of lies and movies, and I don't give a fuck. You can say what you want to. All you ignorant niggas that channel don't go past BET will not understand what I'm saying. When that motherfucker say stand up and show yourself, Spanish, that nigga say, I am Maximus Decimus Aurelius, leader of the northern legions of Rome, servant to the one and true emperor, Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my revenge in this life or the next. Nigga, I stood up in the movie theater and threw popcorn on the next 3 rows, because you got to be an angry motherfucker to say, I'm going to get you here
Right.
or after we die.
Damn.
You seen part 2?
Disappointed. But that number 1, and my man Commodus acted his ass off, the motherfucker who played the Joker.
Okay.
When he told him, he say, I'm going to read you this story about a busy little bee. The bee was running around telling everybody's tales until the emperor found out that they were cheating on him, and the emperor killed them all and bathed in their blood. He talking to a child about his mama.
Yeah.
Because he knew they was sneaking around plotting on him. I said, man, that movie was cold. Gladiator for me. If I gotta go, Gladiator number 1 and Troy number 2. I like movies like that.
You like that
Yeah,
shit,
Troy was cold because when he told a motherfucking Hector say, hey man, I didn't know that was your cousin. He said, that's cool. He said, and then when you go to Hades, they say, here's lies Hector, the man who did not know he killed Achilles' cousin. And he proceeded to fuck him up and drag that nigga in front of his daddy on the chariot. He rode and dragged that nigga in the dirt. His father was crying, but his father was a real dude. His father was the king. He came and got his son. Oh, yeah. The movies like that I like. You know, I don't like that. I like movies with a purpose. Beating.
Favorite.
Man, the man got.
I know.
No, I ain't
He
gotta
keep
go. Fuck, I
going,
like
right.
this shit. They get
Favorite-
somebody to host.
Yeah.
Shell they the host.
Favorite.
He ready to leave.
No, I'm good.
Favorite Black African American sitcom.
Martin, greatest sitcom ever.
Martin,
Who better?
you want to
Come
know?
on, let's go.
You want to know my opinion?
Go ahead.
What's up?
I love Martin, right?
But
What's
I
better?
think Jamie Foxx's show was better than Martin's show.
it was
Why?
kind of a remake, though.
Why?
Because, like
No,
you
I'm
said,
not just gonna let you go with that blanket
because-
ass statement.
same writer, right? Same person,
Uh-huh.
right? I just think Jamie Foxx is a better actor,
Okay,
better comedian.
got you.
I just think he did better than Martin. Like Martin.
Now, I love all that. Martin had 6 characters that could have had their own show.
Could have.
Yeah.
Jerome could have had his own show.
His mom.
His mom could have had their own show. Pam and Tommy and Cole could have had their own show, like a living single type show with
spin-off.
They dropped the ball.
Motherfucking
Elroy.
fuck that.
Burnell Hill could have had his own show.
My man could have had his own show. Dragonfly Jones.
Dragonfly Jones. Oh,
That nigga had 6 or 7 characters on that show that could have had spinoffs that would have been successful.
Yeah.
And that's why I give it the edge. Martin might have been the standout, but he was the standout in that whole cast. Martin's whole cast was funny.
Yeah.
From the inner, come on, dog.
Him and Pam.
Come on. Hold on. Give me an episode of Jamie Foxx that was better than that nigga walking with that stuffed animal dog when he did New Jack City. Give me an episode of Jamie Foxx where that motherfucker was fighting that rat in that
God.
thing, and they was like,
That ain't no damn.
ain't no damn puppy. Give me an episode of Jamie Foxx
With Dragon.
when that lady shot that baby out, and he said, "We gotta cut the
gotta-
umbilical
right.
cord." This is TV, Tommy. Ain't no damn umbilical. Dog. Give me an episode where he say that Jamie Foxx had that was better than, I got a pond in the back of my house. Catfish flip.
You can take
Those children.
bounce them
The
on.
candy man can. Dog. I
Yeah.
want to be your mother, your father, your puppy. But ooh, do. All right now, yeah. I kick the car, don't come down.
Oh, my
What?
God.
Come on, dog. Dub, you don't really believe that, bro.
I just know watching.
You don't really believe that. You can't name me an episode of Jamie Foxx is fucking with them.
It's some.
The driver's ed when Mark Curry was on there,
Mark
and
Curry.
he made them break character. That was dope.
Yeah.
But dog, I'm telling you, dog, Martin Lawrence is the best black sitcom ever written and ever recorded. Now it got corny in the
last
later
season.
season,
The last season.
but that's because it was tension between him and that
Yeah.
girl. But them first 2 seasons, and my man, Martin, I don't have any money to pay you all. Garrett Morris as his boss.
It was one funny episode when Martin went into that apartment and Luis,
Man,
he caught Luis, right? And so Luis told him, said, I want you to, I want this to stay between me and you. And then Martin was like, he said, well, maybe you should stay out of Miss.
come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm out of control.
Oh,
You're out of control.
Bob.
This whole damn party's out of control. Man, Bob could have had a series, nigga.
Oh, man.
I marinate mine in pork chop juice.
Bob from accounting.
Hustle, man.
Don't you know no good?
Come on, man. Roscoe.
Roscoe.
Bruh, man, from the 5th floor. His characters was so crazy.
I think
Big Shirley. We never
Shirley.
saw Big
Never saw her.
Shirley.
You know who played Big Shirley?
Big Boy.
Big Boy.
Yeah.
And who was the chick with the bread? Forever shall night. Well, Kid and Blake, come on, man. Dubs, you cannot
Shenanigans.
pop. And I love the Jamie Foxx
Yeah,
show. Jamie Foxx show was cold. But you not gonna tell me that show ran with Martin. Martin probably was funnier than Saturday Night Live, nigga.
We got to wrap up, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I enjoy this, though. This
I
is fun.
appreciate you, man.
We gotta do a
Definitely.
part 2, man.
We
Yeah.
got to, man. Anytime you want to come back, man.
Whenever y'all need me, brother, and like I said, when we like I said, at the end of the day, to everybody that's out there, and I say this with the deepest respect, I'm here, man. I'm not one of them motherfuckers you can't approach. I hate this whole narrative that when people up here, you can't talk to them. It's how you talk to them.
Yeah.
I think people be so uncomfortable saying that they know somebody, especially men. Women, not so much. A woman can come up to you and be like, hey, Mr. Rogers, how you doing? I'm a huge fan. But guys, it seems like it's so tough for them to just say, hey, brother, I love what you're doing. Keep what you're doing. They got to lead in with some shit to let everybody know. Man, Dubs, you big head motherfucker, cocaine nose having motherfucker. You like, you doing too much,
Just
dog.
say what's up, dog.
Just say what's up.
That's it.
We regular people, just like you, man. We just work in a different space. It's okay. If I see you somewhere, or this shit, when they feelings be hurt, if you don't spend enough time. I just had to check a dude about this 2 weeks ago. I'm running into a concert. I'm trying to get there because we running late. I want to get there. I want to see the acts. I see this brother. I speak to him. Hey, what's up, man? And I keep walking. He wanted me to stop and no, man, we trying to get into the show. And you should be trying to get into the show.
Right.
I paid for these motherfucking seats. I want to see everybody. I want to hear a bitch go, and I want to hear the breath. You know what I'm saying? And I want to thank you for putting your flag down today, man, and representing the guys.
Hey, man, you know I show love.
Take that shit off.
I show love to everybody,
thank you, man, for representing the guys, man. And you kept it straight to you. Ain't even break it, man. Man, we coming around.
You know what I learned from this podcast? When they give it to your ass in these comments.
I heard you talking about how you said they be fucking with your knuckles.
Man, they be fucking me up. So
this was great, man. This was fun, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Strive for the numbers, man. Like, subscribe, man. Follow these brothers, man. Follow these brothers, man. Please, man.
I've been your boy M-Dubs.
And I'm your boy Reese.
We out.
This rap don't work, then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to booking. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie. These niggas don't even smell what the rock is cooking. If this rap don't work, then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to booking. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie.